Fort William Henry here in Maine. We have some testimony to the attack by the French August 15th in the year 1696. And now let's get up to the top. Quite a view from the top of Fort William Henry. And you can see, well, we're in a reconstructed bastion, out bastion of the fort. But if you look, you can see the footprint or foundation of the fort. And it's a Maine State Park today. You see its commanding location. There's the Maine Atlantic out there. To our south and west is Massachusetts, which this fort was built to protect from what's up there? The French papists. That's right. And yet all around are the Amerindian people. And in this case, we had Abenaki, Damariscotta, Passamaquoddy, different tribes who were offended by the English's high-handed treatment of them. They had prevented them from buying gunpowder, and this led to the Indians to seek alliance with the French, which is all those English needed. They had just gotten through 20 years earlier defeating King Philip during King Philip's War. Now here they are fighting another massive Indian war on the coast of Maine that's going to drag on into the early 18th century. Some great stories of the Amerindians up here on the coast working as pirates, grabbing English shipping as it plied the coast. This is some real history here. And we should say that the fort that we're in was predated. We always talk about the first English settlements, of course, or the first French settlements, but this fort is on a peninsula that was important to the native people thousands of years before the English ever showed up. So this is a really awesome Maine historic site, and right out there's going to be some stripas and other kinds of critters that are going to need to be caught. First drop here in the state of Maine, I catch me a mackerel. So I'm going to drop it down again and catch me another. You drop the lure down to the bottom, hits the bottom, you pop it, and now you reel it up. And it seems like mackerel, they like to hit it. Well, not that time. We'll get another one. I'm out here at Pemaquid Point, right across from Fort William Henry. There were actually 3 forts there. Fort Charles, Fort William Henry, and I think Fort Pemaquid, but I'm probably wrong. You can see the recreation of the round tower or out bastion of the rectangular fort right in front of us. And this peninsula was a really important peninsula in the history of the native people. Pennacook, Penobscot, Damariscotta, the whole Wabanaki tribal people looked at this peninsula as sacred and important. It was the site of many meetings, many councils between French, English, maybe Dutch, and of course the Wabanaki people. So, fishing historic places, I caught a mackerel so far. Sometimes you go fishing, you don't always catch a lot of fish. I'm pounding around in the kayak out here, being opportunistic. I'm dropping the jig, but I'm fishing a very historic site here, which is cool. It's also historic today because there's a couple of great lobster shacks just behind me. Pemaquid Seafood and the Contented Soul here in down east mid-coast Maine, fishing historic places. So I'm using a search bait, and the best search bait you can really get yourself into if you're in an unfamiliar situation on the ocean, I think, is a spoon. And I'm yo-yoing the spoon. I'm casting it and bringing it in. Had a couple fish on, caught a mackerel, and I'm looking, I'm watching, I'm looking for stripers breaking, I'm looking for little fish, bait moving. So I'm prospecting. which is a lot of what fishing is, finding out what's hitting, where it is, and how it's hitting. So I can drop that spoon down. This one gets me to the bottom quick. Now I got a lot of eelgrass down here, so that does affect it. And maybe it's a little heavy. We got ourselves a nice little mackerel got off at the boat, but that doesn't mean there ain't more. We'll drop another one in there. Where there's one, there's more. Oh, there's another one hitting me. They're all hitting me. I'm getting power. There we go. Another mackerel. Now, my brother Steve, he was trying to catch these mackerel all over Long Island Sound. He couldn't get his hands on them, but here I am, just dropping into the water, and bam, mackerel hits me. You gotta love a mackerel. Holy mackerel. And away he goes. If I had my other pole, I'd hook him up and use him for catching stripers. Done?
We're done.
Yeah, I got 5 mackerel out there.
Did you?
Using a little spoon.
Yeah.
Jigging them.
You keep them?
No. I have a YouTube channel called Fishing Historic Places.
Right.
So I go all over the Northeast and I go to like a fort and I catch some fish. So this will be a short episode. You know, just go out, catch some fish, talk about the history, right?
You have a camera in the front of your kayak?
Right here.
All right.
It's a body cam, like a cop body cam. It works. If you go on YouTube, Fishing Historic Places.
Oh, that's how you introduced it.
Yeah, just a simple, you know. But I go, like I'm at Lake George, and I do the battles on Lake George and catch smallmouths in May, and then I'm out in the Berkshires in Massachusetts talking about cellar holes and Henry Knox and all that stuff. But it's fun. I'm a history teacher, so.
You must be famous.
Not yet. I only got about 200 subscribers, but I'm working on it.
You charge them much?
No, it's free.
All right, we'll look for you.
Yeah, I would like to see you on it. It's cool. You're out in Colorado. You can give me some tips on. In Fishing Historic Places, I'm fishing for a lot of times whatever I happen to be targeting, which is, who knows, trout, smallmouth, largemouth, pike. As you can see behind me, these are tools that are quite different from the ones that I use. My spinning tackle, my fly gear, not much of a match for these. These are the old industrial style fishing tools used down east in Maine during the great days of cod. These are something else.